We were looking at the WSPS model, where in an early video, we looked at one of the components of the weight setting price setting model, which was the weight setting equation. Now we want to look at another component, which is the price setting equation. The price setting equation tells us the price firms charge, and by rearranging the equation, we can find the real wage firms are willing to pay given their pricing decision. So the wage setting equation tells us the wage workers demand, and price setting equation tells us essentially the wage firms are willing to pay once we rearrange this equation down. We'll do that in a later video. So the starting point of the price setting equation is the production function, which we assume is just y is equal to n. So we're assuming that to produce one more unit of output, you just need one more worker. So your marginal cost of production, the additional cost of producing one more unit of output, is just the cost of hiring one more worker. So it's just the nominal wage you're paying to that worker. So now what we do is we assume that firms charge a markup over the marginal cost. So the price that they set is given as a markup over the marginal cost. So P is equal to 1 plus MW. So say if your marginal cost, i.e. the nominal wage was $100 and your markup is 10%, so the price that you will charge is going to be 110. So you're going to charge a price 10% above that. So essentially we're here assuming that we have non-competitive product markets because we know okay in the labor demand supply model, in contrast, we used to have perfectly competitive labor and product markets. So over there, the price was equal to the marginal cost. But over here, you're charging a markup over the marginal cost, where this markup measures the extent of imperfect competition in the goods market. If all markets are perfectly competitive, like we had in our labor demand supply model, then the markup would be zero and price would just be equal to the marginal cost, which is the nominal wage in this case. So essentially, the idea is that the price setting equation tells you the price the firms will charge, and then from here, by rearranging the equation, you can make W by P the subject, and you can find the real wage firms are willing to pay given their pricing decision. So now we have both elements of the WSPS model, and in the next video, we'll put them together.